So indulge me, if you will, because there are such diverse views about this among Republican candidates running. I've been starting with what may be a simple question, and if it is, that's great, and we can move on. Who is currently the president of the United States?
Joe Biden.
Okay. And do you believe that his presidency reflects the will of the people as they voted in 2020?
I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know, or you doubt it?
I would say with so much controversy around election integrity, which is actually my first, I think, mandate when I get in, is really to clean up our election processes. That there are too many questions. It's really not for me to. I'm not on the inside of that, so.
Well, you did retweet a meme that says Trump won, so it seems something made you believe that you do know who actually won, right? So you tweeted a meme that says Trump won. What makes you think Trump won?
Well, I live in Northern California, and so many people, even Democrats, told me they voted Trump. So the numbers didn't seem to reflect my experience.
And so because some Democrats told you,
just as my,
yeah,
in my own interactions with people.
I mean, Trump did get 6 million votes, so certainly you could have been talking to some of those 6 million. That's not really evidence of fraud, is it?
No, I'm not. I will say I went in and I was an observer in the processing of votes.
Okay.
And there were big problems with that.
Like what?
And I even called out, I witnessed a vote being called for Newsom that I could clearly see was not Newsom on the ballot.
Okay, but in terms of you tweeted that Trump won. You tweeted that Trump won. What do you have to believe that?
We're talking election integrity.
Yeah.
So I think there are questions with the vote.
Okay.
And we need for everyone. That's the basis of our Constitution, is the sovereignty of the people.
Fair,
so
absolutely.
I think that should be the first and foremost, concern on every American heart, that be assured. And
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. Now, when I see the numbers and I say, there are so many more Democrats in California than Republicans, that we know from voter registration. And Joe Biden won California by 5 million votes. You tweeted that Trump won, but it's because a few Democrats you spoke to said they voted for Trump. That sounds weak a little bit, doesn't it, Alison?
No, well, you know what? When you have a vote that is perhaps compromised, so are the registrations. Actually, anything electronic, we need to run through all the voter rolls, because there are, we don't really know what's real. So,
wow. So you think even the voter registration is
about
inaccurate?
The veracity of what is being touted as, representative of Republicans or Democrats. But let me just say from the outset, David, that I am not waving a party banner. I think that Americans are hurting. This is not the election or the time in America to be caring about political party membership. I think that I rejected the Republican Party endorsement. I want to represent Republican values that made this country strong. And that's what I care about. So I want to clean up the vote and voter rolls, because that is, the voice of the people is what represents this country's freedoms. And, we have to get to the bottom of that.
We do. But I guess the issue I'm having, Alison, and this is why I'm so interested in talking to you, is if you want to be taken seriously on that, it seems as though some of the things you're repeating on your Twitter don't really make it so that someone would take you seriously. I'll give you another example. Yesterday, you retweeted a meme indicating that 25,000 dead people voted in Michigan. That's been looked at. That's just not true. Why would you retweet that if you're so serious about this?
You know, Twitter for me is as much about raising awareness and about people really rethinking all of these things. Because, again, I saw that um, actually today I just saw that the Secretary of State Benson
Yeah.
had voted to keep 26,000 dead people on the voter roll. So we have problems, okay? That's the long and short of it. And Twitter, I use as education and to bring awareness and to bring discussion. We need to have discourse about it. And it ferrets out more information. When you throw things into the public square, this whole notion of discourse, this is what is lost in America, and this is what made us strong. Iron
But
sharpens
Alison, I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt, but you're going so off track. How many dead people do you believe voted in Michigan?
I'm not on the inside. I could not speak to that question.
So
Clearly,
why were you comfortable
no, it's
retweeting
time for
something?
us to all look at the voter rolls. I don't know if you've seen any of Dr. Douglas Frank's interview. He's been going around the country showing us what he discovered, and he's done just on public information. Watching, and he has the voter rolls for the last 20 years.
He's potentially criminally in possession of voting machines and is being investigated by the FBI. I don't know that Douglas Frank is the person I would look to on this, but in the interest,
I'm not sure the FBI is where I would look to for confidence either.
Oh, are you a supporter of law enforcement?
I am definitely, but you know what? I think what's been exposed in America
Yeah.
is its underbelly, and we have many problems across many institutions. And this is the hour to clean up America, not to shore up anything that has fallen. When you have humans leading institutions, you can expect that there's going to, eventually things get corrupted. And we have seen how many of these institutions that we have counted on, relied on, have problems. And as much as the voter rolls, same with the intelligence agencies, we need to, and law enforcement. I live in Alameda. There is, by the sheriff's office itself, admitting how corrupt things have become. So, instead of trying to defend something, let's all come together, unite to fix it.
The problem is,
This
Alison,
is for the American people. This is not about party politics.
it's very wishy-washy to insist on coming together to fix things without being able to demonstrate that they need fixing. And I'll give you an example. There is no evidence whatsoever that anyone other than Joe Biden easily won in California. There is no evidence at all that the voter rolls in California are off. There is no evidence that dead people voted in Michigan. There is no evidence that the FBI investigation of Mike Pillow and Frank that you mentioned is anything other than a completely legal and well-established investigation. It's very easy to just say, let's just come together and let's just fix it. But when you're wanting to fix things without being able to provide proof that they're broken, it doesn't feel like it's a good faith position.
When people are in control of what is said to be true or not, and they themselves are the corrupt ones, we don't know. So your claims coming from them, from people in positions who themselves may be the ones
But
that
I'm
are
not
corrupt.
making claims.
Well, you're saying
I'm saying you're
sufficient
making the
question-
claim. You're
there's
making the claim and
sufficient
showing no
question
evidence.
about. I'm sorry.
You're making the claims, extraordinary claims, and
They're
providing
not
no evidence.
extraordinary. America is shouting for truth in voting, okay? The confidence of the American voter is completely eroded, and we need to fix it.
All right.
We need to shore up everyone's confidence, and that's Democrats, Republicans, every political stripe. Americans are Americans, and we stand here and our borders are impacted because the world wants to come here and live and to have the freedoms that we possess.
All right.
And it is our duty as Americans to make sure those freedoms are stand strong. And we need to do that and not try to defend something. We
All
need
right.
to win. If there's no problem, what's the problem?
That's my question to you.
Well,